Jeremy from the Anchor Geeks asked us.
Okay.
And it's basically, you know, kind of how you influence yourself in your life. And we kind of narrowed it down to two specific things, you know. It's like Wile E. Coyote from Warner Brothers, because you never give up on your dreams. If you believe in what you do, you will succeed. That's that simple. It may take longer than others, but you will succeed at it. And the other one was the Roadrunner. You gotta stay ahead of the pack, always. You know what I mean? So that's the only wisdom I really have. Watch Warner Brothers cartoons, man. Get stoned, it'll be fun. Seriously, look at me.
It is a shame that Wile E. Coyote is known for his inability to catch the Roadrunner, and not for his brilliant work as a tunnel artist.
Well, exactly. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, you can get blown up so many different ways. It just looks awesome,
Right?
but he never gave up.
Yep.
Let me pause right there because it seems like we have two questions.
From the internet.
From the internet.
You have HB, how do you choose a printer?
HB, how do you choose a printer?
We've been
Remember
through
networking?
several printers.
Yeah.
We generally have two types of printers we use. One's for the single issues and one's for the collected trades. And with the collected trades right now, we're going with a group called Kraken Print. And they seem to be the best. We're with Active Media before them.
Yeah.
And singles, we've been through several. They vary in quality. Everybody knows Kablam out there. We found a local Minuteman Press, and that's where we're going right now. So don't be afraid to go into your local shop.
Local printers, especially franchises like Minuteman, they have a unifying like marketing message, but every single one of them is actually owned by an independent person who is putting their money into trying to make a business work for them. So my suggestion is bring a copy of a comic that you've either had printed somewhere else or that you just have, go into a local printer and be like, do you want my business? Can you do this? How much can you do it? This is how much this place charges. Can you beat that? And in my case, I walked in and you know, they had just opened, and you know, it was a young lady there named Lindsay who was an entrepreneur, and she was like trying to establish herself so that, you know, she wouldn't lose all the money that she was putting into this new venture. And she was like, I'll do, and now she, like, we go there all the time, and there's sometimes I'll finish a book like the day before we're due to come to this convention and sell it. And I'll call her, I'll be like, can you get this to me in 5 hours? and they'll do it because we have that relationship with them.
Right.
So don't be afraid to ask the local places, especially places that you know are franchise, because they're trying to earn your business, and you could form partnership with them that would help both of you.
I can actually particularly recommend Kraken as well. They're a great outfit. They take care of independent publishers.
Yeah, Jacob's a good guy.
Yep, there's other, DPH out of PA is a great printer as well. If you're looking to just get started, sometimes volume can be a problem. DPH, no problem there. Also, if you're in the Midwest, Comics Wellspring, they're a great resource. Their only caveat is that you have to get those orders in before a 2-week window, otherwise you're going to get hit with a fee. But the quality and the printing jobs are fantastic. What was the other question that we have from the audience?
Toking Dead.
Toking Dead.
We got our first question.
They asked if you're going to do a limited edition hemp copy.
Hemp copy,
You know,
yeah.
it's funny because we've been throwing that around, hemp paper kind of a thing.
Yep.
I actually wanted to do a scratch and sniff. You know,
Page 17.
Yeah, so yeah, we'd love to do that. We're having trouble finding, you know, somebody that can do that with the hemp paper and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, so I think what we're gonna start off with is maybe having a pull-out print done instead of the whole book.
Or the oversized rolling paper and Up in Smoke, the album, you know?
That's what I say.
That'd be great,
Well, I looked
yeah.
into that, but minimum purchase was $500, and it was like $1,000 to get these.
That's got Kickstarter reward written
Yeah,
all over it.
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Kickstart
Oh, yeah. We can drop a Kickstarter real soon.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Right on.
it's in the works.
Excellent.
Stay tuned. There's a lot of
Stay
things.
tuned,
that
I guess,
are
right?
in the works.
Yeah.
If you don't follow the page, make sure you follow our page, HB's page. You know, show support for your indies.
Chopped liver, nice to meet you.
Everybody already knows Johnny C. Sorry.
So if I can circle back around, we were talking about
Watch out for
imparting
that
wisdom, and then we kind of got cut off with questions with Jeff. If you can impart any wisdom
We
upon...
like interactive questions.
Wisdom upon what?
Independent creators looking to get
Someone
started.
who wants
Oh,
to start.
yeah,
Don't do it,
okay.
Ron.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's marriage, never mind.
The best suggestion or best advice I'm gonna give to anybody out there that wants to do this is be prepared to get overly involved. It's a lot of work. If you're not gonna be passionate about it, give it up. Seriously. You know, because it's not gonna be worth it. You know, you're gonna get frustrated, you're gonna get burnt out, you're gonna get shit-faced and sleep too long.
Twice!
You know, no, seriously, you know, and that's really my advice. If you love it and you love what you're doing, go for it.
Yep.
But if you're like, then don't.
Yep.
Because it's not gonna work. It just won't work.
I feel like for my version, I'll just actually riff on and continue from what you're saying.
Got that
There are a
right.
lot of people who are like, you know, oh, it would be so much fun to put out a comic. I like drawing. Yeah, this is going to be great. And then they start to do it, and like a page and a half in, they're like, wow, this is really hard work.
Yeah, right.
You know,
We're gonna
they say, you know, learn to, you know, do what you love for a living and you never work a day in your life.
Yes.
You know, I'm motivated by results, and when I'm sitting there and I'm in the zone and the pages are coming out the way I want them to, I'm excited to see how the next page comes out. So I'm working on it all the faster. And I want to actually have that like paper in my hand and be like, oh my God, here's the finished book. And crap, I didn't
Success.
realize I missed coloring that leg. But anyway, you have to be really, you have to really not just want to do this for the end result, but you have to be motivated by the end result. You have to be, it's going to be hard work. So many times you start to work with an artist and they're like, yeah, I can't continue this because like it turns out that it's not like a party 24/7.
You better not pull that shit.
Not me.
I will hunt your ass down and fucking skin you alive.
So yeah, I would say like walk into it with the understanding that it's going to be fun. It's going to be rewarding, but it is still work, and people won't see it that way. There are people who will be like, well, that's not really work. It's not really a job.
Oh, but it is.
It's like if you're making money, this is a legitimate business.
Yeah.
We're registered in the city that we live in as a business. We do our taxes as a business. We dot all of our
Save those
T's and cross
receipts.
all of our I's.
Yeah.
So understand that it is a business, it is work, but you know, for work, it's probably about as fun as you're gonna find.
It's very fulfilling when you
Yes.
achieve something. You know, kind of like that 45-minute shower.
Alan, any wisdom?
Well, I stole what I was gonna say. I was gonna go on about the hard work.
I do that.
It's a lot of work, it's a lot of money. It does cost you a lot to get the books printed,
Get
but,
up and running.
Yeah, to get
Get
going, I
everything
mean,
up
it
and
costs
running.
money.
Yeah.
but
yeah.
there's
So
nothing
we're
like it
all
when you hand
poor
a
by our
book
stuff.
to a kid who's excited to see this book. It's so worth it when, you know, the parent comes back the next day and says, my child loved it.
We
Not-
don't
not
get-
so
we
much.
don't-
Not
we
so
don't
much
get
with
that.
the kid.
We get, you
Or-
sold this to my kid, really?
I feel like with you get the advantage of like, you know, I was so baked that, you know, I read it again and I forgot I read it the first time. So I got to read it twice.
The problem was is we read it like 150 times because we storyboarded it.
Oh, yeah.
We pulled it from the book. And
I
quite
have
honestly-
actually yet to sit down and actually read.
Yeah, I have
this
not. I
comic.
have not sit down and read the premiere issue of the comic because we read it so many times that I had fucking nightmares.
Do that. It's a kick in the head to experience that as a reader. Really is.
Yeah, yeah. I will when the second one is released
Nice.
because then I won't want to look at that one.
My point is when people are loving your work, there's nothing else in the world like it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So it
But
makes
it is
all the
work.
hard work, all the money, all the time worth it.
So it looks like we had a few more questions that come in.
Excellent.
I just want to introduce my artist
and
and
we
go
go
back to work.
Oh, right, no, I'm sorry. So the Gleasons, Amy Gleason's out there on the internet. Hey, Amy, how you doing? She wanted to know what are your greatest pitfalls, which we kind of covered a little bit as far as challenges, but do you have any major pitfalls you face as an independent creator?
I like Pitfall 2.
You have to jump over the alligator pit.
Super Pitfall wasn't as good.
Yeah.
But there's a mobile game now, so check that out.
Anything major that you guys have been struck by, or
Money's probably the biggest thing.
what's
Yeah.
that?
Money's probably the
Money?
biggest thing.
Yeah.
Especially with the way that we're juggling as many titles with as many artists.
Yeah.
So, I'm putting everything into keeping it going forward.
Right.
And again, it's all worth it.
Finding a way to make it work and make sure that it's profitable, and then that you're taking those profits and using them in the right place. Sometimes you have to make a decision, like, are we going to do this convention that we really want to do, or are we going to pay the artist to do the next issue of Team Synergy so that we can get that out for the next convention we do. When you have to make those decisions and
Yep.
sort of schedule, like, when the money's going to be spent, where it's going to be spent. It's especially hard when you're doing the next con, you don't know how much money you're going to take in from that, so you can't plan ahead. Maybe we'll make enough at this con to pay the Vindication colorist. Maybe we'll have to wait till the next one, or we'll have to cancel going to this other con that we found. So it really is juggling the financial aspect of it, because it's not enough to be a creative writer or a good artist. You have to also be able to sort of navigate the business aspect of it.
And that's another thing is, touching a little more on what he said on a lot of the conventions, some are better for selling comics than others. Some conventions are party cons where people come in more for the cosplay.
And the
drinking.
networking.
Right.
The networking.
Yeah.
Because that's what we did.
So,
Just to touch on it.
it's tough, you gotta pick and choose your cons. You can try doing every one of them, but it's gonna,
It's gonna kill you.
You'll be broke.
and everyone I
It's
know
gonna
that's
kill you.
done.
You'll be broke in 6
I've
months.
known plenty of people over the years to do, every con they possibly can, and the next year they're like, oh, I gotta cut back, I'm exhausted.
Well, you mentioned those fellows that were down in you one of those early shows at Wizard World, right?
Yeah.
And now they're who knows where, right?
Mhm,
Yeah.
Exactly.
There you go. I mean,
We're gonna
there's a
have to
perfect
make it our
example
own.
of probably a
Looks like
failing case where, they're running around we'll draw for beer on their head, and now they're not even doing anything. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
So it's like the business aspect, and, that just
It
goes to
was
show
fun.
that.
It was fun for them. We'll sit at a con at a table, and
Right.
well, people throw money at us to draw for them, and we'll get drunk and we'll have fun. Like,
Is it a con or a strip club?
Well, that's the difference between professionalism and a hobby.
Right.
You know
if
what I
you find the
mean?
right con, it can be both.
Exactly.
So for you guys, pitfalls, anything major you'd say in the time that you guys have been doing this, any major setback or pitfall or any challenge that you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
run into?
this asshole. Dealing with this guy. That's my biggest pitfall.
Rebuttal, Ben?
Yeah. I wasn't the one bouncing off the friggin' walls back to the room last night.
Yeah.
Married couples, what can you do?
You run into that
Hey.
all the time, the pitfall. We want to do this. Well, how much money is there? Well, we
Not
also
enough.
need to do this.
Not enough.
That's the biggest pitfall.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
cash.
Like, we really
Yeah.
want a new banner, but like,
Yeah. Wink, wink, buy our shit. We need money.
As long as you
know.
give people a good reason to do so,
You know,
they would, right?
So, that's a huge pitfall because.
We're on the cover.
Will you shut up?
That's the best reason of all.
All right, before this derails even
ain't a
further, are there
freaking
any more
comedy
questions
show.
from the internet by any chance? No? No, all right, we're gonna wrap this up
Well,
then.
there's like 30, but we gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, so if you guys want to give just one more quick plug down the line and maybe where they can find you and what you have coming out soon, HB guys?
So HB Comics, best place to find us is either on Facebook, hbcomics.com. The Facebook group would be nice too, because the Facebook algorithms are not friendly to small businesses.
No, they're not.
So join a group. You'll always see the updates. As far as what we have coming out, Vindication #6 will be coming out at the beginning of the year. Laserman #10 is going to be coming out early in the year, and the ever amazing PR to Dallas is already finishing up the next Team Synergy, so that will be coming out early in the year as well.
Terrific.
Nice work.
Nice.
Nice job.
Nice.
You guys,
What do you
actually,
want?
you have some announcements to make
Yes,
as well, right?
we make the announcements.
So let's
Fuck
loop
you.
everything in with where your last plugs and your announcements.
Go for it, man.
Go for it.
You wanted to talk the whole time, now I'm tired. I'm done.
Trust me,
All right,
he'll
all right.
jump in if he thinks.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut you right off like I always do.
All right, so, we're gonna kick this up a notch here, okay?
Sure.
We've got a new artist, Aaron.
For book 2.
Come on up.
No,
Come on up.
Come on up.
Come on up there.
This is our new artist for book 2.
Stand right behind us.
He has
Just
no idea what he's getting into,
stand behind us. Just don't rub too hard against me.
okay?
Hand him the mic. Let him talk. Let him introduce
him-
himself.
There you go, brother.
Yeah, I'm Aaron Bolduc. I've been a professional artist for about 10 years, and for the past year or so, I've been doing freelance art, doing some comic book illustrations, some of my own personal art, and I met these guys at VermontCon. And,
Sorry.
Yeah. It was fortuitous because is that a word? That's a word, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it in the dictionary?
Yeah, I
It
think
is
so.
now.
And yeah, they want me to illustrate their comics, so I'm excited about that.
It's awesome.
Really, tell us how you feel.
Very excited.
Congratulations on all that.
A little scared.
In the words of John McClane, welcome to the party, pal.
We just took over his life.
So, any other plugs and announcements, guys?
Yeah, we're gonna be, book 2 is gonna be starting, it's already written.
Yeah, the next 5 are actually
Yeah,
written.
and the storyboarding has already started. We're hoping to get issue number 2 out late spring.
Okay.
Is kind of the goal, okay? What we're gonna do in the meantime is, the original premiere issue is a limited run. Okay?
2,000 copies, and
we're
they're going fast.
And we're going to re-release that as a standard type of comic with the glossy pages and everything else.
In HD.
Huh?
In HD.
In HD?
With glossy paper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, in high definition.
Absolutely.
Oh, is that what you call that?
I don't know. that's
See,
what
we
I'm
have no
calling
idea
it
what we're doing.
Um,
But we've got, the cover's gonna get redone. Joe St. Pierre, thank you very much.
Actually
He's,
signed on with us.
He signed on with us last night.
For those you who don't know, Joe St. Pierre, he's probably done some of the most predominant Spider-Man work
Yeah.
at Marvel in the 90s.
Yeah, he's actually an amazing
Right, so he's gonna do the
artist,
variant cover for us.
which is
okay?
actually issue number 1.
Right, which will be called issue number 1, and book 2, or issue 2,
Issue 2. Hey, you get one good name, I get the other one.
I have a good name.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Ladies,
Not by the time we're done.
If you can't see the mic, it's because I rammed it up his ass. But anyway, book 2, as Jeff said, is launching. Aaron's new artist, the interior artist, and the other gentleman that's working with us that we're really excited about working with is Steve Levine from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's doing the second book cover full color for us. He's also doing a black and white pencil sketch insert for the premiere. So now the only way to get that sketch insert is buy the premiere issue.
There you go.
Hello, is this thing on? I was just making sure. But yeah, no, those are some of the big things that are coming down the line for us. And we're super stoked because we have everybody to thank, people like HB, Johnny C,
Thanks.
Aaron, even Paul G. We don't know what Paul does, but he does it very, very
does it well.
He does
So,
it very well.
Paul, so you guys probably can't see Paul on camera, but Paul's here.
He's not sexy enough to be
Don't
on the
worry about
camera.
tilting the camera. He likes to be behind the scenes, but essentially
be behind
Paul is like the
something.
James Caan of Comic-Cons. He's like the consigliere. He gets stuff done. So that's Paul.
Let me get you a coffee.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'll take a large ice caramel swirl across the street.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I bring
So-
copies, but I do it really fast in the Trans Am, so that's okay.
That's what
There
she
you
keeps
go.
telling you.
And, find us on Facebook, just look up the Toking Dead, we're gonna be there.
We are
okay?
everywhere.
And follow us along, because
Yeah.
this shit is happening.
For you without Facebook, we are on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. We even locked down, like I said, that fucking MySpace page for the guy in 2005. But he's going to be the one that sees it, that takes this to the next level, after the level that we've just achieved. So
if you're at the show, please come check these guys out on the floor. If not, go to their websites, check them out for future dates. And
yeah,
And
I'm
hook
your
us
host.
up, we're giving away a bong.
No, they are giving away a very big bomb. It's pretty
Go to
awesome.
the events page.
Yep.
It was done
It
by.
looks dangerous. Looks like you can hurt yourself on it, but it looks awesome.
Yeah,
That's the
well,
most
I got to
important
give
part.
plugs to them. I got to give plugs to them.
Yep.
Joe Smith from In the Weeds, Prohibition Talk Radio set it up. We did a signing at the Byrne Gallery with Tito Byrne and his crew up there in Burlington, Vermont. And Dr. Whitestone, world-renowned glassblower, blew this incredible 2-foot bong that matches one of our cosplaying things in our comic. Actually, it's at the site with us. But they want to give it away for free. This is like a $500+ glass piece. And we are so stoked to be able to give that away with them live December 15th from the Harvest Cup. check
Pretty
that shit
awesome.
out. Double A from Entrepreneurs.
Harvest Cup, Worcester, Mass.
Yep.
at the Centrum. That's coming up
Absolutely,
soon.
absolutely, yep.
So there will be comics there too, not just cannabis.
Yeah, and
so.
if you can't get to the Harvest Cup, it will be streamed live on our Facebook page, In the Weeds Group Facebook page.
The Harvest
I
Cup,
believe the Harvest Cup is streaming it live.
Double A Entrepreneur.
Double A from Entrepreneurs podcast. Kick-ass guys there. You know.
Awesome.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it. Adam. I don't quite remember the name of what they're doing, but it's really cool. Check it out. Here's what he said. Oh yeah, because we released Jungle City under our brand last week. I totally forgot
There
about
you
that.
go.
We also do help publish other indie comics under our brand. Because of what we're doing and the way it's going, we want to try to help other indie comics that way. You know, they got to pay for everything up front. We put the brand, we push their brand for a very small percentage.
Yeah, they gotta do everything
A
and
lot
give
less
us the
than
votes,
Diamond.
and we'll help market.
Oh, awesome.
Ooh,
You
did
know,
I drop that shit?
It's fine.
Is that it? We done?
I say when we're done.
I was just asking
So I
because we
think-
literally just had like a triple fucking mic drop at the
Yeah,
end. And I don't think we can
yeah,
top
I-
that shit.
Yeah, I don't think we can top it. I think the one thing I want to close on is,
Yes, keep your clothes on.
yeah, one thing I want to, close
I
the
do have a
events
dime.
on. Oh my God, I'm gonna shove that microphone down your throat.
it
So I
was
think
just up your
one of the
back.
things that we all try to do is bring comics to where there isn't any comics. And I think all of us pretty much exemplify that in one form or another, essentially. So that's it. This is the Indie
Yeah.
Grassroots panel. We appreciate you guys checking us out.
You know.
Round of applause for these guys right here.
Definitely get out to a con and support your indie comics.
Make sure you check us out. I'm Johnny C. You can find Sartana, Surrounded by Death, or The Pond at any local Comic-Con I'm at. Please come down to Northeast Comic-Con. If not, we'll see you at the next one. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Maybe if they allow us in the next one.
Thank you guys. Cheers.
They all can come at the one on the
Thank you
end.
guys for
You're gonna-
hanging out.
you're
We
gonna stay
appreciate it.
home. That one on the end, no, he's got to stay home. He's got to stay home. This is a kid-friendly event.
Yeah.
Get up in that shit.
We'll take Jeff, but Ben, get him out of here.